Hey, fellow Simpson fans, and welcome to another episode of Beer and Donuts, the show where I randomly pick a Simpsons episode and review it. And yes, I'm not wearing my Bart t-shirt. No. Okay. So, for this episode, where we got Halloween coming up, I thought I would review the first of their annual Treehouse of Horror specials, released around Halloween 1990 during season 2. This is the third episode of season 2 to be exact. It features 3 spooky Halloween tales with bridging segments by Bart and Lisa, who are telling the stories. Although it opens with Marge giving us the warning that what we're about to see is very scary. Yeah, whatever, Marge, whatever. And you should send the little kids to bed so they don't get scared. So now, on to the stories presented in this episode. What are they? Well, the first story, Hungry Are the Damned, is a parody of the Twilight Zone episode, To Serve Man. In this episode, the Simpsons are abducted by aliens who want to feed them. Yeah, who want to cook for them. This is the introduction of Kang and Kodos into The Simpsons, but this is a non-canonical Halloween special. And, well, The Simpsons at first think the aliens want to eat them. It turns out, as I've already said, that the aliens actually just want to feed them. They had no intention of eating them, which hails in contrast to the To Serve Man episode of the Twilight Zone, in which the aliens, shock horror, do want to eat the humans they're taking on their ship. You see, in the episode, there's a cookbook gag in which, in this story that is, in which every time they blow dust off the cover, it reveals more of the title. So it starts out saying how to cook humans, which I think is what the book actually says on the cover in the Twilight Zone episode. And then it goes to how to cook for humans. Okay, not a big deal there. Then it says, after more dust is cleared away, how to cook 40 humans. No, you're still not quite there yet. Just clear a bit more dust away. It's how to cook for 40 humans. So yeah, it takes the Twilight Zone twist and flips it on its head. So, that's that Halloween story. It is a good Halloween story, but not the best one. And I rate it 3 pumpkins out of 5. The second story, Bad Dream House, is a send-up of haunted house movies. It has the Simpsons moving into a new house, which they get cheap on the market because it's haunted. But they're not disclosed the reason why it's haunted. So we then go into a parody of the Amityville Horror, where the house tells Bart to murder his family. Now, for those who are wondering, the Amityville Horror is supposedly based on the truer story of the DeFeo murders. Yes, on the 13th of November 1974, Ronald DeFeo murdered his entire family. Now, according to the opening narration of that film, he was a teenage boy. He was actually 23. And it also spurs Homer on to do the same thing. And then we go into a Poltergeist parody, minus the medium. And they discover also, after these parodies are over, or while this is still going on, that the house is only haunted because it was built on an Indian burial ground. Who would have thought? In the end, the house decides to destroy itself, a la the Amityville Horror. And I rate this story a 4 pumpkins out of 5. This one's an excellent story. The final story of the trilogy is The Raven, which is just a Simpsons version of the classic Edgar Allan Poe. Yes, the classic Edgar Allan poem. Okay, The Raven. Enough said about that one. We know what the story of the we know the story of that poem, and it's probably one of the best Halloween stories they've told over the years that I've seen. So it gets a full 5 pumpkins out of 5. So, what do I think of the whole Halloween special? For a first Halloween special, it has some good moments here and some not so good moments there, but they have to find their footing with these, as it was the first one they'd ever made. So we can give them a bit of creative leeway. With a total rating, of course, of 13 pumpkins out of 15. So, that's it for this Halloween special of Beer and Donuts, guys. The next episode, I will be reviewing the season 16 episode, The Heartbroke Kid. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a some magical time.